Hi everyone. Sorry I haven't uploaded much. I didn't really have any good ideas. So I thought of one, which is an idea that I took from a YouTuber I enjoy, Great Blue. That's 2 videos now, where we ranked the Elden Ring weapons by how cheesy they were. Mostly because I have friends who are kind of PvP experts, although I tried to rank them both on PvP and PvE. I'll explain it in the intro, but basically how fair each weapon is to fight against or to use. This was meant to be a more serious thing, but I never got around to making the second part since we can't do this all in one part since there's so many weapons, and I never committed to it, so I'm gonna upload the first half. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do want to see the second part, let me know in the comments since I don't know how interesting this is going to be. I'll try not to do more videos like this since I don't want to be a ranking channel. So hopefully there'll be new content soon. I just want to fill in the gap with something. Oh, I should also mention that this video is very long, so I wouldn't recommend watching this directly. So if you want to put it on in the background, that'll be completely normal. But this is going to be pretty long, although me and my friends definitely enjoyed making it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Um, I don't know what to do for the intro. I had like a whole idea thing, and then I
Do I
forgot
do an intro too?
to your YouTube channel.
My non-existent YouTube channel?
What should we say? Like, what's up, Math Dash
What's
Nation?
up, gamers?
Well, for the intro, I should mention that this is all opinion. Do not come to our throats in the comments, since we're gonna have
You can come to mine.
to fans
Mine is
specifically.
objective truth.
And also, I should define the word cheesy since. Oh wait, hold on. My stream is lagging. Oh, it's because it's at 4K.
Is it?
Wait,
Oh, finally, the 4K tier list.
the 4K. Nah, I just put it at 1080p. You don't need 4K for a tier list.
Yeah, that's a lot of case.
If only it was 3.
No, that's bad. That's another kind of wizard. That's not in Elden Ring.
Okay, so before we start, cheesy is like how annoyed you get at a weapon if you're fighting against it, or if you get like a lot of unfair kills because of it. I don't think we should like talk about balance since if we do balance is
I
going to be
mean,
different. But balance is
I think
correlated.
balance is a part of it.
Well, that's what I said, but if like a weapon is balanced but it still feels like it's annoying to fight against, like katanas in my opinion, which are balanced but they're still very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, other than the Nagakiba, sure.
We'll get there. Also, this is gonna be, if this goes on my channel, this is gonna be like a very casual video, like very minimal editing. So if you guys are listening to it, I would recommend like having it on the background because it's gonna be very long. Too long actually, because I think we're gonna have to separate it in parts because it has like over 300 weapons.
After making a podcast now.
I should, but I don't have enough friends to do it consistently with. And also, all the topics I have are boring. No, I need to remove this.
Already started with the gugs.
Yoshiki's gonna watch this video and immediately see the great sword. Oh, I should explain the tier list. Like, honest. Hold on. Completely honest. Is like, you never get angry at it. You never feel like it's cheesy. It's always honest no matter where you see it.
You'll see it and you're like, hell yeah!
Exactly. Very slightly cheesy is like, you feel like there are very rare moments where you can say it's kind of cheesy, but you wouldn't get like particularly mad. Somewhat dishonest
Like,
is gonna be like lower. It's gonna be more than slightly cheesy. Like you're gonna get a couple more unfair kills than you think.
yeah.
depends on how you use it. Is like there's many ways to use a weapon, and some ways are a lot
I
more
mean,
cheesy.
I think like most weapons could fit in there. I mean,
Uh,
for
maybe.
there's like a lot of cheesy Ash of Wars.
Oh, wait, but we're not gonna count Ash of Wars unless it's the somber
Oh yeah,
weapons.
okay.
But or like a unique for another purpose, like the reverse grip swords in that horrible Ash of War with no
Uh,
counterplay.
which one? Oh, horrible as in that kind of horrible. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
I
talking
imagine
about? The
like horrible as in
DLC.
that bad. Yeah, yeah. Swift Slash.
Oh my god.
I mean, Blind Spot is pretty OP too, but like Swift Slash. Ooh,
There
boy.
is no counterplay.
Yeah,
Very cheesy. This thing is gonna be a lot more irritating if you see it.
yeah.
Definitely BS. Like, this thing is gonna be very frustrating every time you see it. Like, you're not gonna have a good day. I also need a talk slower, because it's hard. I sound like I'm mumbling. And, you will not go to heaven. It's
God.
self-explanatory. And then no opinion. Like, if we haven't seen it a lot, we're not gonna talk about it.
Imagine going to the pearly gates and the who's at the gate? Was it Saint John? I don't remember. So he pulls.
Sorry,
He
sir,
was
you
to
used
be.
the rivers of blood against me in PvP, you cannot go to heaven. You are
He
forbidden.
was. He was to be let in, and he just shows you a video of you playing.
Well, that's not me, that's my secret clone that I keep in my basement.
You have clones in your basement?
Who doesn't? So when I die, they suffer, and not me.
Why would they suffer for your death? Is that like a religion thing? Like, oh no, Math died for our sins.
I get put on the cross in my backyard. I died to the rivers of blood. I got sacrificed to the blood gods. Um,
He
yeah,
got.
that's gonna be it.
He was corpse piled for our sins.
Before I die, at least you weren't using the moon veil. Ugh.
Do you know much about PvP?
I've played it. The only times, like, after the DLC, I haven't played PvP that much, so I can't give much of an
Yeah,
opinion. Oh, I should also
you got
mention,
like
I'm gonna try to talk about PvE, because there are some
yeah,
weapons that might be cheesy. Like, one example, Mog's
a lot of
Spear.
them. And I was thinking Blasphemous Blade.
Uh, well, we'll get there when we get there. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
Bloodhound Fang.
I mean, it, we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll start right now. Daggers.
I mean, most daggers, I think, most every of them are okay. I mean, other than the Reduvia.
That's what I was thinking. Like, completely
But that,
honest.
yeah,
It's just that
like,
they have a lot of really good scaling, but their base damage is so low.
yeah. I mean, the Wakizashi is pretty good, pretty underrated.
Yeah,
The only problem is that you can dual wield them. I mean, you can, but you get the katana moveset.
true.
And, like, I don't know why, but, like, everyone only sees daggers as a dual wielding option. But they're great on their own. Or, like, as an offhand weapon.
Pretty much. The only other time I would get annoyed, I have been, like, I've played low poise characters, and you can, like, stun lock people really
Yeah, yeah,
easily.
yeah, yeah.
But that's a skill issue if you don't have enough poise. So I'll put it in completely honest.
Yeah.
And,
And then the parrying, I think it's completely honest too. You only use it. The only reason to use it is for the style points when you dagger parry.
and how many times do you see anyone using that? Because if they do, they're gonna use the buckler because of the iframe. Not iframes, but just
Yeah.
how many frames you get.
I mean, the dagger parries are pretty good, but like, it's a Ash of War. You don't need to use a parrying dagger on it.
And also, if you whiff your parry on the shield, like, it negates some of the damage. So if you're bad,
Not all of it, but like some of it, yeah.
yeah. And also the
Wait,
stamina.
Are the DLC weapons separated, or did they not put them?
They
Because
did
like,
because
th-
it's all the way at the bottom.
oh
They're
okay,
using
because I wasn't
the
seeing the main gauche
oh
or
yeah.
the Fire Knight short sword.
I'll bring it up here once we get to it
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Misericord. Completely honest.
I
This is
mean,
just the dagger that everyone
it's
uses.
somewhat honest, I'd say. I mean, it's a hard swap thing. You like parry and then you swap to the Missouri card.
Yeah. But I don't think that's like very cheesy.
No, but like I don't know how to like. I think swapping weapons like it's a part of the game, but like it's a bit meta gamey if you get what I mean.
I understand that as well, especially with the S scaling. It's just I don't think that
I mean, I think Elemental is better with it anyway, but the
yeah.
S isn't that big of a deal.
And also like even in PvP, if that happens to me, most of the time you want to be max HP because like many things could
Yeah,
just two-shot you. So
yeah.
I would say completely honest.
I would say very slightly cheesy.
Uh, I
Because like
wonder.
it's just the best option for every crit build. So like every time you get a chance to crit, you swap to it. Like there's not really any other weapon that you would rather crit with.
Well, maybe the weapon you're using.
Yeah, but like you could, but the Misericord is better.
That's true.
You know, that's what I mean.
I guess we can put it slightly cheesy, but I disagree personally. But oh well. Um, great knife.
Great Knife is completely honest.
Um,
I don't think there's.
unless you want to count
Well,
like bleed against it.
nah. I mean, there are better options.
That's true. And
The
also, I'm not
Reduvia,
gonna get angry at bleed unless there's
yeah.
a special case.
I mean, that, unless there's like three people and they're stun locking you through iframes with bleed, then
Yeah, that's true, but I haven't had that experience enough. And people use that with the curved sword, which I will get there. And also,
the
I think
scavenger.
oh man, I need. Oh man, I want to rant about it, but I gotta I gotta hold. And
Hold
also,
off.
and also, I think
Hold the floodgates.
well, my rage.
What do you think?
Um, I think bleed is like fair in the game. I know that it can be OP,
Yeah,
but I think there are
it's mainly
others.
a melting thing in PvE. It's not that big of a deal in PvP, I think.
I would say
I mean,
both.
status
Like
proc,
bleed
status,
is
yeah,
fair, especially with the amount of enemies that can't be bleed.
bleeded.
Bleeded. I guess the bloodstained dagger goes in the same place.
Yeah, it's a slightly stronger version of Great Knife in my opinion, but yeah,
Urge steel dagger.
completely honest, there's
Yeah.
like it's just kind of bad. The art show is cool,
I
and
mean,
it's
I used it with a pyromancy build. It's really fun.
yeah.
But
I mean
yeah.
that's the thing. It's kind of hard to rate weapons at least from a PvP perspective because like the weapons aren't that big of a deal. It's like more the setup. Like daggers are weak unless you're using them in an offhand with a like longer range weapon on your main hand, or vice versa.
Oh
And off
yeah.
a longer off can work too.
Especially since you can like stun people, like mages, really quickly.
Yeah,
Wakizashi. That's not how you say it.
wakizashi
Wakizashi.
or not uh, wakizashi. Yeah, I think it's wakizashi.
Uh,
Anyway,
what do you think? Because I think you're
I-
the Wakizashi expert on this.
well, as a completely unbiased from a third person point of view, it is completely honest. There's no problems with it. I mean, it is a dagger. It does bleed. It has pretty good damage for a dagger. But it's like not like broken or anything.
And also, you can't dual wield it, which is like a big part of daggers.
Yeah,
So I would
for some
say
people, yeah.
some people might disagree. If you do, let us know in the comments why, because I'm curious. But I think this is
Con-
completely honest.
Engagement farm.
Engagement farm. Um, do does anyone even know the name, the Celebrant Sickle?
I think it's exactly that. Yeah.
Do we just put it in no opinion? None of us have seen this.
I mean, it's a dagger. It's a sickle. I mean, it's fuck
Oh
it.
my god, it's a
It's a,
sickle. You can sneak around the defenses of shields.
it does 10 runes on hit.
Completely busted. Now, if you get mad at this, it's a
No,
massive
no,
skill issue.
it's not that OP. 10 runes on hit is not that OP. The rune gain has a 5-second cooldown.
It does? So that's the whole... What's
Yeah.
the point? I...
And the DLC added the Celebrant Grease, so you can add the effect to any weapon.
20 runes! Oh my god.
20, wasn't 10?
Well, you can combine it, can you? So you get more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What? It might be OP now. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'll put it in no opinion, unless you just want to put it in honest.
I mean, it is honest. It's not cheesy, so it is honest, I guess, by elimination.
The same
But
thing
you could
goes
put
to...
in.
I forgot the name. Albernurix.
I think it's just like Ivory Sickle.
Yes, that's the name. Ivory Sickle. And this thing sucks as well. Like, this has to go in honest.
Yeah.
No one ever seen it. You know what's funny? You have to upgrade it with smithing stones, but
And you
you can't have an
you
ash
can
of
change
wood.
the ash.
It's so bad. So
Yeah.
bad.
How much is it? Hold on. I'm researching the how much money you get from hitting with the Celebrant Sickle.
Hold on. I feel like
Yeah, it's 10. It's 10. Okay.
Oh yeah, crystal
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah, the same
Completely
thing as
honest.
Ivory Sickle. Literally the same weapon, but with strength scaling.
I remember. I played the game so many times that I almost always pick this up because it's in the same dungeon.
Yeah.
And
As
I played
the
for so
the
long,
Iron
I've
Warriors
memorized
Smithing
the
Stones, yeah.
chest that I just don't go for it. Pointless. Okay, this is interesting. The scorpion dagger.
Yeah.
Or
I think it's
stinger.
good. I mean, I think it's like honest. I think the closest thing to cheese you could do with it is like rot people, but
And
like there's better options for that.
that's true. That's what I was thinking as well. Because how much do you want to blame, I guess, the scorpion for rot?
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's another thing like the crystal knife or the ivory sickle. The Ash of War is generic. You can change it.
basically. I think this is completely honest. And I know, like, even
Yeah.
in PvE, you can make the argument, but I don't even think it's that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
that
yeah.
aggravating.
In PV, if it was like the Ansper, like okay, I get how it could be cheesy, but like it's just a dagger that does rot. Really low rot, if I remember correctly.
Because it's a dagger, so if you
Yeah.
need to hit it multiple times. Beast Claw.
Beast Claw?
Not Beast Claw.
You mean the
Beast.
Cinque Dea?
Oh, is that what it's called? The Cinco Dea?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I got my
It's
thing.
an Italian. It's an Italian short sword.
Well, even then,
And
this does
yeah,
buff the Beast Claw incantations.
yeah. I mean, the Bestial incantations Beast Claw is one of of the incantations.
I think this is also completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, like if you see a PvP guy try hard playing with a dagger, this is probably the dagger they're using. But like, it's fine.
Actually, I think the Misericord fits that better as the
I
PvP
mean,
dagger.
the misericord is good for crits, but like if someone is using like in general trying to hit people with the dagger and not like crit stab them, they're usually using this one because it has the highest base damage and the best strength scaling. The misericord
Oh,
is like if they're not if they're only for crits or if they're not a strength build.
I didn't know
And now
that.
the what's the name? The Fire Knight short sword is kind of taking that role. A lot of people have been using them as another main dagger.
I mean, fire damage is always really strong
Yeah,
and easy to buff, which is why it's been used widely. Um,
yeah.
Glintstone Crisp. I want to put it in very slightly cheesy for one reason. I use this in my mage.
Why?
I use this in my mage build. It's really fun and I love it. And one reason why I find it cheesy is because not enough people know about this weapon, and they think they can tank the Ash of War, and they take
Oh,
so much damage, and it's so funny, and I love it for that.
I mean, does people not knowing about a weapon make it cheesy?
Um, well,
Like, I don't think a lot of people know about the gold temper sword,
that's true.
but like, I wouldn't call it cheesy in any capacity.
I guess I'll agree with that. It's just that it's so funny to see that people don't know this
Yeah,
weapon. And also, like, the Ash of War variant on this is stronger than the default Ash of War. Alright, completely honest.
I think the lunge has more range too on the R2 follow up, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Not that it
Redunia.
matters much.
I think this is gonna be one of those that's gonna
Yeah,
be pretty low.
I mean, it is kind of like the resident L2 stick.
One of some of my least favorite weapons in Elden Ring is weapons that you can just press LT and spam without any
I mean, yeah.
punishment.
However, from a PvP perspective, it's kind of fun because you can just keep rolling, and sometimes you can just carry in retaliation there the L2.
No, that's true, but still, you can just sit there and spam. Like it has low
Yeah,
FP, and
yeah, but making them waste FP is pretty funny. But I get it. Like, it can be annoying watching someone just spam L2, especially if it works.
I don't know how low I want to go. I'm thinking very cheesy, but maybe that's a bit too
Yeah,
low.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in BS because it's not like particularly strong. It's just like really brainless and
Yeah,
kind of annoying.
that's why I would put it in very cheesy. You don't need a lot of skill to use it.
Yeah.
Blade of Calling.
Yeah.
Not much.
Another gun dagger.
The only cheesy thing about this is that the Ash of War has a lot more knockback than normal, so if you're invading, you
Yeah.
can knock them off like a couple cliffs.
Nah, that's very situational.
Yeah. So I'd say it's completely
Yeah, I
honest.
think. Yeah,
And
the
then
black knife.
I would say slightly cheesy, because Rune of Death
Yeah,
is
very
never fun.
Uh, the only problem I have with it is with the net code because you can like get ghost proc with death and death.
Oh, right.
But other than that, it's okay. I think.
I mean, it doesn't even do that much damage, I guess, for a dagger.
Yeah.
It's just the Rune of Death, like, carries it. I think we
Yeah.
could talk about
Another
all of...
L2 stick.
Yeah. And also, it's not that easy to spam, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
you're very vulnerable.
Yeah, it's really slow.
And even in PvE, it's not that great. Well, not it is good,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
you're not gonna be out
obligatory.
damaging.
Yeah. Obligatory. You can jump over shockwaves with it.
uh, can we just put
Do we go
all...
to straight sword or do we go to the DLC daggers now?
Oh yeah, I forgot the DLC daggers. Let me just bring them up if I can find them. Here it is. Fire Knight Sword
Fire Knight short sword
and
and the main gauche
here it is.
to the right of the Dragon Communion seal.
There we go. Um, well, you're the expert on this weapon, so I'll let you
I
give
mean,
your take.
it's a good weapon. It's basically a better version of the Blade of Calling, Black Knife, and the Earthsteel dagger. Well, like it's a dagger. It's DR2 is fun, but like not particularly strong.
Well, you did put
It's
the Misericord in slightly cheesy.
yeah, but I mean, because the Misericord is like something you just use in place of other weapons. Like I think because it kind of steals the spotlight from basically every other weapon in this aspect. There's no reason to use any other weapon.
I think I'll agree with that. I mean, again, it's like an honest dagger. There's not much else to say.
It's a dagger. It does fire damage.
Main gaucher.
That's it. And basically the parrying dagger, but you can power stance it with thrusting swords.
Wait, you can?
Yeah, that's like the whole point, the whole reason for its existence.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I thought it was only daggers you can power stance.
No, you actually can't power stance it with other daggers like the Waki.
Oh my god. Well, I guess that means that we can't put it in completely
Yeah,
honest.
it's Waki without the bleed and with thrusting swords instead of katanas.
I guess this is kind of the argument of how annoyed do you get when you get parried.
I mean, every dagger can parry at least the infusible ones.
Well, this one has the like a really big not iframe, but parry frames.
Isn't it the same parry frames as every other dagger?
No, because it has the unique parry.
It is a unique parry?
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah, it has like the buckler parry instead of the normal dagger parry.
really?
Yeah. Gotta check the wiki.
I'm checking it. I mean, not saying it on, not saying anything about it on Factstra, but like they're kind of shit. Uh,
Well, I guess then
it's a dagger and it parries.
I guess we could put it in like I don't know.
Does it have the same animation as other daggers? Because it doesn't really have an edge, does it?
Maybe. I guess we can go with like completely honest. Well, not completely honest, but
Yeah.
very
I mean,
slightly cheesy.
why would it be cheesy? What's the cheese aspect?
I swear I used this in game and it has like a better parry.
Have you tried parrying with other daggers?
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the main gaucher it has the buckler parry. I swear to God, I'm not crazy.
I am not crazy.
Okay, well we'll put it in honest then, and if this is like
Yeah.
a standout, we'll change it. Straight swords. Do you just want to do them all together since most of them are very similar?
I mean, we could, but like there's like a few standouts here and there.
Well, that's what I
Like
mean,
the short sword is honest, the long sword is honest, the broadsword, man.
and so on.
I
So
yeah.
I'm
I
just gonna
think it
do this.
stops at the golden slender sword.
Oh really? Why does it stop there?
It's like the meta straight sword because it has the highest range
And also best
and the
scaling.
scale and not the best scaling. It has good damage for like infusions, especially lightning. Fire too, but if you want to do strength, you usually go for heavy.
Right. But here's the thing: do you get angry at like the people using this, or you just get angry at the weapon itself? Because if it's the people using it, I don't think we should like put it in cheesy
I mean,
for that reason.
Only if it's power stance. A single straight sword. Every straight sword is honest if you're only using one. I think.
Right. Although power stance, in my opinion, still isn't that. Well, everyone uses it, but it feels like you can counter it, especially with range.
Yeah, but like the point of, I mean, power stance straight swords are very quick, and the golden slender, noble slender sword is very long, and the poise damage is good. That's basically it. I don't think there's much to add.
I don't know. I feel like putting it in very slightly cheesy feels unfair to the sword.
Why?
I just don't see it as like, yeah, it has an edge over other swords, but I don't particularly get angry at the person. Like, I don't get angry if someone's
I
using the
don't.
sword.
I don't like uh, PSSS, but like that's me.
uh, but yeah, my reaction if I die to this is like, oh man, that guy beat me. It's not like, oh, he was using the noble slender sword again.
Not the noble slender sword again. Curse you, nobles.
If you want, then I'll compromise and put it in very slightly.
Yeah, I'm okay with honest.
Oh, okay. We'll
Okay.
we'll put it in honest.
Uh,
This is
let's
going
do
in honest.
let's do rock paper scissors. I play rock.
War Talon, also honest.
Honest. I mean, what is it honest? I guess like
It's just another straight
nah.
sword.
Yeah. I mean, there are many. There. Are, I think the closest thing to a dishonest racer you could get is the noble slender.
And well, we put Noble Slender in honest, so
Yeah. So all of ye into the honest
Glintstone
tier.
sword,
Glintstone is just bad.
completely honest. Then
I mean, the R2 is kind of cool,
it
but like
is,
that's it.
yeah. Carrion sword, also honest. I mean, it's a knight's sword. That's as honest it gets.
Yeah, and it blocks also with the R2, like the laser like Glintstone.
It might be very fun then if you use it with the deflecting tier in the DLC.
Does it count?
Yeah, you can buff it with stuff like that because you're blocking.
Oh yeah. With the because the tier only buffs counter attacks, doesn't it? I don't think the R2 counts as a counter attack.
No, the deflecting one when you perfect
Yeah,
deflect.
yeah. Yeah, when you perfect deflect, it buffs like the guard counters, not any attack.
Ah, that's true. Um,
Bad, bad, stinky sword.
completely honest.
Stinkier sword.
Literally, it's covered in rot. Nicholas Knight, completely
The
honest.
Malenia STDs. Nicholas Knight is really cool.
It is,
I,
although
I
not
really like
enough
the
people use
R2.
it.
Yeah, I mean, the scaling is shit. It's like DDD or was it CCC?
Oh, I don't remember. I think maybe it's Dex that has this D and everything else has C.
No, I think it's equal on everything.
If you want, you can
I'm
check.
checking. Sword. Oh, DDE with E on faith, but at plus 10, it is DDD. I see.
That's really bad, actually.
Yeah.
And then the I forgot what it's called. The twinned swords,
The
the pair.
oh the I think golden tempered swords or like ritual tempered swords.
I think that's what it's called.
Or like ritual golden swords and the skill is temper blaze. I don't know.
Yeah, and
I
it buffs
forgot what
them.
it's called. Yeah. Ornamental straight sword. That's what they're called.
Ah, there we go.
And the Ash of War is golden tempering.
I would say honest as well.
Yeah, like The R2 is really slow. The buffed R2.
Oh. Golden
Uh,
Epitaph.
it's an anti-undead weapon. You can use it on PvP as a like because it the buffs holy damage and it's an aura buff, so you can just use it and drop it.
But no one uses it.
I sometimes see it used, but like never a main weapon.
Even in PvE, like, you could say it's cheesy because the extra damage to the undead, but so many things
It's
do that,
of
you shouldn't
extra
count
damage to
it.
undead. Yeah, but it's a lot of it to be fair.
Yeah, but I don't think we should count it against,
Yeah,
especially since you can do the same thing with, golden, that golden muff.
shared Sharval was it? Is that what it's called?
Oh,
I
that as
think it
well, but
was
it was the one that the tree sentinel uses if you get his halberd.
the Golden Vow.
Yeah, golden vow. You can do the same
No,
thing. The
no, Golden Vow doesn't buff damage against undead.
well, it buffs
It's
holy
just a buff.
damage.
No, it just buffs damage and defense.
Does it? I thought. Well, the Ash of War is only those two, but I think the spell also buffs holy damage. Unless it
I
doesn't.
believe not.
One of them does.
I think you're mixing it up with Shared Vow or Sacred Vow. I mean, what? Sacred Blade and Shared Blade. No, Sacred Order and Shared Order. That's what they're called. The spells.
Hmm. Maybe I'm wrong.
As always, I am right.
Oh.
Get plus 15% damage, 10% damage negation, aura buff,
Right.
the spell at least.
Do we move on, or you still got something to say?
Nah,
All right.
I mean,
Saint
where were we?
Trina's sword.
Oh yeah, Golden Epitaph. Century a shorter straight sword. It does sleep. I mean, sleep is pretty annoying to get on ghost hits, phantom hits.
I guess, but maybe on other weapons, but on this,
Yeah, it's just not a good weapon.
it's
I mean,
not.
sleep can be broken in PvE, but like you can just use the pots instead.
Yeah, the pots. I don't think
They
so.
do be potting.
Oh, I forgot this one.
Regalia of Eocade.
I would say slightly cheesy because of the Ash of War, but that's it.
I mean, in PvE, sure, but in PvP,
Well, we're counting
no one's
both.
getting hit by it.
Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna count both. Uh,
it's a short sword. The moveset is okay. It's the same as most every other straight sword.
I might put it in honest then, but once we get to the Executioner, we're gonna have more to say.
Yeah,
Okay, Coated Sword. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the best weapons for invasions, since this Ash of War can't get bonked on walls. So it's pretty good for like catacomb invasions.
I guess bonking on walls is something that happens semi-frequently.
Well, you'd be surprised how many times you bonk on walls in very tight spaces like caves and dungeons.
I mean, yeah, but like
But
the R2 is there for that.
yeah.
I digress.
The only other cheesy factor is the unblockable blade, but how many people use shields?
I mean,
I'd say
it's
completely
like
honest.
one of the best weapons if someone is doing a Faith caster build, but like, no,
It's also really fun if you dual wield it, or I guess power stance
yeah.
it.
I mean, every PSSS, yes, that's the appropriate amount of SS.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sword of Fire and Night. We were
Night and Flame.
playing, if we were playing like patch 1.2 when this thing
Yeah,
was
it would be.
busted, this would
It
be
would be
very cheesy.
not going to heaven.
But as it stands now, I think like this
Yeah,
is just, I want to say slightly cheesy
yeah. I
because
mean, I would say, what does it say there?
somewhat dishonest.
Somewhat Yeah. It's just another L2 stick,
I
but like this
guess.
L2 stick works better than the black knife.
And even then, like, it has a higher FP cost. It's a lot harder to
Yeah,
make this good. So I would say somewhat dishonest isn't that bad.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's
wait, hold on.
OP if like you're bad at the game and you need to spam L2s,
Right.
but it's pretty bad if you like actually want to get good and you play more effectively. Like there are better ways to play, but it
Exactly.
helps at not learning the game.
Next one. The better Saint Trina sword.
Same Trina, but slightly longer.
Does it really matter that much? Like, I know the
No,
swing is kind of stronger and it drains FP, but
I
if you're
mean,
getting hit by this and
yeah.
getting angry
So
at sleep, I think there's bigger problems. And even in
I
the
was gonna say something, but I forgot. Damn.
netcode, maybe.
Hello,
Oh, hi Mila.
favorite nerds doing my little Elden Ring weapon. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's so
we're
fun.
making it by cheese.
Oh, by cheese? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
how annoying is it? I'm trying not to do PvP tier lists, but I kind of have to admit there's gonna be a
yeah.
lot based on
Some
PvP.
PvP.
Is Reduvia very cheesy?
Yes,
Is it?
because you can
It's a
spam.
gun. Yeah, it's just an L2 spam stick.
But is that in base game or in?
Yeah, it's base
Both.
game.
Well, not in
I don't
PvP.
know. I feel like I've never used it base game enough for it to be cheesy. I guess. I don't
But
I
know.
mean,
you can spam
just
there with like complete safety. That's why I wouldn't put it in like closer to
if I
enemies.
say I never use the what's the Black Blade Kindred weapons called? If I say I never use the Black Blade Kindred sword, does it mean it's good? Because I never used it?
I mean, I guess.
You guess it's good because I never used it?
You guys should do Ash of War later, because Thunderbolt is an L2 spam too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although we're not gonna count Ashes of War unless there's a special case like somber weapons or the reverse grip swords, which has that
Yeah.
horrible Ash of War.
I see.
I don't think Mila knows about the reverse grip
Also,
I
swords
thanks for
with
don't.
flash
joining us
spam.
because I can put you in the title and clickbait.
No. Are you recording right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're getting famous, Mila.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm at work. I need to go.
You're at war right now?
Joined us at work. Came in.
Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's. She gets off at 6 or 7?
Yeah. Oh, I should mention, I think you know this, but we can't do this all
What?
in one day, unfortunately, because there's too much.
I would
Wait,
imagine.
did I
Oh,
click
hi,
by
Mila.
accident again? I did.
You did.
I mean, it's like 15 minutes until we close. There is nothing going on.
Oh, 15?
Editing me, put
15.
that in
No,
the
yeah.
video.
No. Shut up.
Uh,
I did all my tickets. I'm just waiting for a call now, so
Alright.
hopefully no one calls.
Okay,
Go
I'm gonna
continue.
call right now.
Would
I'm
be
gonna get
pretty
my
funny if
phone.
someone called right now.
Please don't.
Well,
Please don't call.
oh,
Hello!
Slime King.
Arrived.
You've arrived
Barbara.
Okay,
kinda late.
now that he's here, I can leave. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
There's only space for one slime, so
Yeah, it's me. Get the fuck out.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. Ah,
Well,
That chick. What's wrong with her?
Hey! Don't disrespect her. The map's gonna use her to get some views.
put her in the thumbnail. Oh, but we started kind of without you.
Yeah.
Can you see the tier list? Oh wait, you're on the Xbox. No, you can't.
You can't see Discord streams?
Actually, I can see it, and it's on my TV, and it's glorious.
Tell us right now then, is there anything that looks out of place, or you think this is fine?
Sort of Night and Flame.
It's because you can
Yeah.
kind of spam it, but it's not like
Yeah.
you're not gonna get anything done.
You can cheese the early game with it. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not very good for like all of the game, but you can definitely cheese the early game.
Did y'all just stick every dagger except for a Duvia into the most
No,
popular dagger?
Misericordia and the Black Knife are very slightly cheesy.
Oh, I see. Misericord, my beloved.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like, I guess the crits.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad
That's
you're
my
here because I feel
reasoning
like
at
I'm
least.
going too far into PvP, so maybe you can give some insight in PvE.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I will say that
Plus PV God.
the regalia of Yohide is kind of crazy.
That's what it's pronounced like?
Yeah, it's a weird fucking old English type beat.
Yohide?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The better sort of. Can we just put this in honest?
Yeah, I mean, unless Slime King of Barger.
That's me.
Yeah. What do you think about the Century in a Velvet Sword?
No, that's just-
You know, Eternal Sleep really is in the video game, huh?
It is. It sure is a mechanic.
Left that bitch in green. Come on now.
Okay, Stone Sword. No arguments.
Funny
Best
enough,
sword in
Stone
the
Sword
game.
is actually the best of the three. Like, it's better to
Which
not
three?
transform it.
What?
Yeah, because it has strike damage. It's just like a solid strength scaling strike damage straight sword.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
damage is low.
I mean, you're hitting someone with a brick, essentially.
Yeah, but like it's a weak brick. It's like a sponge brick.
Sure.
And its base damage is so low. I'll
And
be
the-
honest.
dagger.
Well, true. The Sword of Darkness and the Sword of Light, I think they should go in honest.
Yeah, it's just they're just buffing tools, not really weapons.
I
Like the
tried.
golden
Totally
staff.
reasonable.
I tried using these. The Ash of War isn't even like that strong, in my opinion. I feel like
Yeah.
I miss a lot of the time.
Yeah, you
I
don't
mean,
use them
it's
for
really
damage.
slow.
You only really use the darkness one to debuff holy damage if you're using like Mikola's Ring of Light or some shit.
But how many
Or
times are you
the-
gonna use that to make that
It's a
argument?
pretty good spell.
Especially if you go into like a crowd of enemies and you just. kill
Oh
them all.
no! I'm sorry. I meant the Ash of War version that you get off of the
Huh?
scythe, the Halo scythe.
Oh, you meant the Sacred
Yeah, the
Rings
one
of
from the
Light.
Cleanrot Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're on to the great swords now. I think they're honest. I don't know if there's anything
Well,
else.
they're
to
all
say.
pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty. At PvP, their hyper armor can be very strong.
Specifically, Banished Knight, Great Sword, Lordsworn Great Sword, Inseparable Sword, and I think there's
Lordsworn?
one more.
I think
Those all have a unique R1 chain. If you're
no,
two-handed.
the Lord Sword doesn't. What does is the Knight Greatsword.
Light Great Sword, okay.
The Lord Sworn is the one the little soldier guys use.
Speaking of which, are we gonna count that true combo in PvP like as slightly cheesy or no?
I think so. I mean,
Depends. Do you want to put every weapon that can put Storm Stomp on?
I mean, no, but like jumping R1 into another R1 does 2 R1 damage instead of like Storm Stomp into R1, which does like 1.2.
Yeah, you get like a free double hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm singling those out specifically. They need to go slightly less honest.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Is that the
so,
bastard?
To be somewhat dishonest, Steve.
So let me
The
get.
Claymore. Iron is very good.
But
Yeah,
farming
Iron
it
is-
is so annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Lord Sword. Okay,
Dude, I love
nice.
Iron Great
Lord
Sword.
Sworn Knight. Is
Bastard.
that banished?
That's
No,
banished.
Yeah, banished.
Yeah.
Forked is
Forked.
honest.
Shit.
Is the funny one because it has bleed. Flamberge is the funny one because it has bleed.
Is the Far Great Sword better?
I think we'll
No,
put it
Flamberge
in.
is way better.
No, that's
What?
what he said. Alright, I'll put it in honest. I don't think bleed is gonna
Okay.
be that annoying on a greatsword.
The the gargoyle greatsword is shit.
Honest then. Okay, now
I mean,
here's the
at least as shit as a greatsword can be.
well, most of the gargoyle weapons have strong scaling, but they have really
Yeah, but
short
like they're
range.
yeah,
Okay,
and
here's
not
where we get
great
interesting. The
scaling.
black blade weapon.
Sorry, man. The Black Blade one is worse. It has
Yeah.
Is
you
it?
can't change out the Ash of War. You can't even put Storm
I mean,
Stomp
the
on
Ash
it.
of War is pretty good. It does like the black flame thing.
And we're counting like, PvE, kind of. I'm trying to.
That's the issue. It's not supposed to do the Black Flame thing.
It is. If you look at the description, it says it does like death and death,
No, it's supposed to do
but
Destined Death, which
no,
is
no, no.
different
The
from
thing
Black
is,
Flame.
the description say the death and death has faded, so it has a lesser effect. And what is the lesser effect of the death and death? Is the black flame.
I still want to put it in very slightly cheesy, just because you can. Oh, I want to say you can't spam it, but it's kind of the same thing. You're gonna be a sitting duck if you use this all the time.
Yeah, and it's
You're
not
gonna
like
get backstabbed
great
to hell and back.
damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anyone's using it, it's in PvE.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but show me the motherfucker using this thing in PvE.
And if you're gonna use blade the
For
rune of
free
death,
black wax flame death fans.
if you're gonna use like the rune of death, you're gonna use the black blade,
The
Yeah,
you
exactly.
mean
The cooler Daniel.
Minecraft
the
sword?
black knife.
Oh,
The Black Knife or the Big Sword.
Exactly.
yeah.
Inseparable sword. Completely honest.
It has the
Yeah, I
true
mean,
combo.
Oh yeah. Hold
it's
on.
but it's shorter and it's stuck with Sacred Blade, which to be fair is a good ash.
Yeah, Sacred Blade is really solid.
Yeah, it is really underrated.
Yeah,
Sword of
especially at low
Milos.
levels.
Dude,
Honest,
I love
Jaxo is pretty cool.
Barbaric Owl buffed.
Oh,
Nice bleed.
Yeah, it does.
and it does debuff enemies.
Yeah,
Oh
it does
yeah, it
both. It
does.
stacks a buff and a debuff all on its own. It's pretty solid.
I
Does
would put
it
it.
buff you or does it only
It does both.
debuff? What's the buff?
It's just like Barbaric Roar or whatever. Like it changes your R2 and give you small
Oh yeah,
damage.
yeah.
bonus.
I might put it in like
I mean,
very
I think
slightly.
I think it has the unique R2 it has without the buff is better, but no.
Well, I would say very slightly because how many things are built into it, making it really good.
I
Although,
guess. Oh yeah, it also regens FP if you kill mobs.
oh, it does.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That sure is a function.
That
That
is a
shit is
thing
fucking-
that exists
I guess
as
I'll
a
put
mechanic
it.
in the game.
I'm not gonna get too angry at it though if I see someone
Yeah.
using this.
Just yeah.
Execution
If I
of
see you
swords.
pull out the Sword of Milos,
Marie's
hell yeah,
executioner.
baby, my beloved.
Really cool.
I would say this one is, so maybe somewhat dishonest, because it can it's really good in PvE, especially if you stagger
Yeah.
someone.
Hell yeah.
It's so fun though.
It feels so good healing that out too.
Ordovis's sword.
I
My
think
beloved.
Ordovis goes like it's very similar to Marie's. Like it does similar damage. It like the L2 has a similar role. It's another hyper armor, big bone damage. Wow, woo,
Alright.
big number. Woo.
I believe the Ordovis' great sword. Its L2 scales most weapon level, not your stats. I may be wrong.
I
about
mean,
that.
I think like I think it scales on physical damage. I think
Well, I thought it does holy. Well, it does holy damage, but does it scale on
Yeah,
physical?
It's primarily
think
holy
it's like-
damage for the Ash of War.
is it?
think you
I
got-
don't have the spreadsheet here
I think you got
available.
your wires claw crossed with something else. I'm stuttering so much. Sorry.
Don't pull the wires.
The wire. Do we put it
So at
in?
the in what's the name? In Spectra, it says the Ordovis Vortex skill does both physical and holy, but mostly physical.
Huh, that's interesting.
And it says it scales with AR basically.
I was gonna say like maybe very slightly cheesy, but if it's gonna be like split damage with physical, I think it goes in honest.
It's still an L2 that takes like a solid second and a half to charge.
And you're
Yeah,
also
Make it good.
vulnerable.
yeah, it's another Marais thing, I think, but like
If you
with
look me
less
in the eyes in
damage.
PvP and pull out the Ordovis' greatsword, I'm gonna clap my hands and take the free backstab
Basically. And you can't even
with my
spam it
beloved
because it takes
Misericord.
so long and it
Yeah,
costs a lot of FP. Although you can buff it easily, you're still very vulnerable. Alabaster
basically
Sword,
the Marais, but with less range and less damage with the L2.
basically. Um, Alabaster Lord, does anyone
Alabaster
care?
sword.
It should
I
be
thought this was the
completely
Moon Knight
honest.
greatsword until I did the Randy quest line.
You could do
It
the
should
same
be.
thing with any greatsword and just put an Ash of War on it.
So the thing about it,
What the
it
fuck is the
should
Ash
be
of
a
War?
complete. It should be a completely alternate weapon. However, the numbers, the motion values are a lot higher. Like the average, I think they are one MV is like 1 or 1.1. This one is like 2.1.
Right.
The MVs are really high on it.
Oh yeah, that's the one that you used to poise break in RL1, yeah?
What?
The charged R2 is such high MVs, like 215 or something, that you can
Yeah,
RL1.
yeah,
You don't even need to wield it because you're not gonna bother with the Ash of War because who gives a shit? You're just trying to break poise.
yeah.
Although you could do that with other weapons. Death Poker.
That
I feel like I've seen no hit runs with this thing.
yeah. It's up. I think it's like one of those challenge run weapons that people use it on challenge runs because they're good and like don't take much brain power to use.
I guess. Although I was gonna
You can just
say,
like
I,
no,
I'll go. I.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm interrupting a lot, but Frostbite is like, I would say Frostbite is kind of stronger than Bleed because a lot more things can take Frostbite, and there's a lot more enemies that are immune to Bleed.
I mean, I think like bleed is better if your damage is lower, while frost is better if your damage is higher. Because beyond the frost damage is pretty low. It's like 10% HP, I think. And I think the main point of to proc the main objective in proccing frost is the defense debuff you do.
I
Yeah,
guess.
the Frostbite debuff is really strong. Apparently, this thing
Yeah,
has the same unique R2 as the Sword of Milos.
yeah, it does.
Huh.
That's cool.
And another
It's kind of
thing
the
about
other two
this,
is kind of this
I was gonna say
are
that
kind of the same.
we're talking at the same time. All right, you go. You go.
Okay, the sword of
Milos
Milos and the
piercing?
death.
Holy shit!
I mean, yeah, every sword does, every great sword does piercing damage.
It's purely piercing. Like it's not. It doesn't do
What?
slashing on the.
Oh, because it has
Yeah,
that little curved thing, so it pierces.
that feels like such a bullshit reason.
I mean the what's it called what's it called the bow thing tooth.
Oh yeah, the Falling Star Beast Jaw.
Yeah,
That thing also does
Yeah, that
piercing,
also
and it's
does
also
piercing.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Well, to me, the reason why I'm not gonna go like very low is that you can't really spam the Ash of War because how long it takes.
Yeah, but like, you cast it once and like it's like guaranteed damage for like 3-4 seconds.
Oh, that is true. Although, how much is that gonna come in clutch?
A lot.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm thinking slightly cheesy, but I don't mind putting it in somewhat dishonest.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those like it's really really good if you use it in PVE, and it's pretty mid to bad if you use it to PvP.
Health and Steeple, my beloved.
Oh, it's
Oh my
really
god, there's a lot of
nice.
weapons.
Yes.
I really like Health and Steeple. We're not doing it all today.
No, this is impossible unless we're here all night. I love the health
You
and
guys want to stay
steeple.
here all night? I
Uh,
love it.
We'll
I
try.
love.
I got plans to night rain at like 7, dude. I didn't block out very much time for this, apparently.
It's fine. We'll try to go as far as we can then.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to put it
Health and
in.
I like
Steeple.
Help and Steeple
Yeah.
because it reminds me of that DS3 sword.
Oh
Yeah,
right.
the Onyx Blade. I miss the R1,
Yeah.
L2, R1 combo.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it in very slightly cheesy. I really want to put it in completely honest.
Yeah, it is. It's a great sword. I mean, every great sword I think isn't completely honest because like the hyper armor is broken, but like
Basically, yeah. Okay,
Great sword is
this
pretty
one,
great.
Blasphemous Blade.
the classic.
I think this is you will not go to heaven personally. The fact you can
Yeah.
spam the Ash of War constantly and there's no like negative. You get
And
HP,
regen
you get a lot of damage.
and hyper armor.
Oh my god. No, this is going at the bottom of the list. I never have fun seeing this. And even in PvE, like I think this is gonna be one of the few weapons where if I see someone using this, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they're using the
mean,
Blasphemous Blade. This is gonna be
In
easy.
PvP, it's like really.
Sacred Order Greatsword. I don't know.
I like
Yeah.
that thing. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty.
It is.
It's a cool weapon, but it's not great.
Yeah,
It's
Split
a holy
Holy is
great sword.
not the move, but
I mean, Holy is very good in the DLC.
that's true.
Well, Holy's like really good for early game as well.
Is it?
There's
Yeah,
a
the
lot
issue with
more
Holy
things.
with early though is that there's just not so much holy things.
Good luck getting the Golden Order Greatsword at early game.
Right. No, I'm gonna put this in completely honest. I don't think there's gonna be much to
Yeah.
complain about. This is interesting. Ronnie's greatsword, the moon
Yeah, I
greatsword.
think
So
it goes
if-
with the Blasphemous Blade, honestly.
I agree because
Like-
if you have that sword, it means that you also fucked my wife, and I'm not okay with that.
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's true.
Okay.
And also, it's so easy to buff as well. You put
yeah,
the Jar Shard, Godfrey Icon, Magic Scorpion, and you just got a massive
Yeah.
Does the
DPS.
jar shard apply to the projectiles?
I think it increases
the
the buff.
Jar Shard?
That's
I think
fucked up.
you mean the Warrior Jar Shard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, the buff is a skill, so stuff exclusive to the skill would get buffed. I think it also buffs like R2s in Barbaric Roar and Warcry.
Okay.
That's silly.
Sacred Greatsword. Or, no, what's it called? Radagon's
What?
Spine.
Relic sword.
The relic.
Oh yeah, Relic Sword.
Um,
In PvE is like completely BS. I think the red tier. You
only
can
if
just
you're-
like wipe out a whole area of enemies and
yeah.
like
Although it's really fun for that reason.
yeah.
Although in
But it's still
PvP, it's
cheesy.
like really easy to just avoid.
I mean, if you're
It pisses me
fighting
off
one
about the Sacred
person
Relic
with
sword.
it, sure.
You see that pointy little tip right there? You see the end of it? How it comes to a very fine point?
Yes.
So it's fucked up that you don't get to stab R2.
Oh, it's true.
That is my opinion on the sword.
How about I'm kind of weird. I want to put it in depends on how you use it, because if you're spamming the L2, you're definitely gonna like be having a cheesy playstyle. But if you're just using it
Yeah.
normally, I think it's like pretty honest.
Yeah, it's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Every
This is the same thing
greatsword
as,
is a
like,
good weapon.
Thanks for the free jump attack, buddy.
Oh, and
I mean,
let me get the other one,
oh yeah,
the lizard sword.
Lizard, hell yeah!
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot about this weapon as well. Oh, there's a couple actually.
Oh yeah.
And
Miyazaki loves his great swords.
who doesn't? lizard sword. Is the projectile from the charge attack
The
really
lizard
gonna
sword is
get you angry?
eek.
God, I love the thing.
The projectile can actually headshot you even in phantom hits, so
Really?
it can be annoying.
A funny thing about this, the
so
projectile
stupid.
is that it doesn't go away, so you can just spam it and you'll lag your game,
Yeah,
which is really funny.
Oh, that's why.
it never goes away.
It never goes away.
Damn.
Alright, move that thing down a tier. Maybe 2.
We're gonna put it
It will
down a
not
tier.
go to heaven.
You will not go to. It'll take like 9 hours to get all the projectiles.
Pulling out the forked greatsword to hit your lag switch.
I think the only thing
Oh
that
no, I'm
gets rid of
losing.
it-
Let me just pull out my leg switch in like 9 hours.
just have cheating on, and it just shoots 1,000 projectiles. Speaking of slightly cheesy, I would say the grab attack on this kind
Yeah,
of
it's-
merits it.
It's definitely BS, I think.
I put that thing in the red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the fucking... Because you can grab attack with the phantom hits.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
if
no,
on your
no,
screen
no.
you didn't get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Any
would agree.
PvE that has hyper armor, high poise damage, all that stuff.
And the area, it's like an aerial
Yeah.
thing, so it clears enemies groups.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
solid.
And even if you miss, you still get an AoE.
Yeah.
Solitude. This thing's cool. If you pull this out, you're cool.
Yeah.
We should-
Completely honest.
Is it an alley?
It's a really good grade, so that's about it.
I guess. Does it have high poise values that Ash of War or no?
Yeah, it has some hyper armor.
Well, I'll just put it in like completely honest.
I
don't
mean,
think-
it's a great sword. Every great sword has like a shit ton of hyper armor.
that is true.
Extra Life, the DLC came out a million years ago. You don't need to call it a brand new greatsword.
Who
True.
called it a brand new great sword?
Okay,
Extra.
Zweihander. This is my favorite weapon in the game. I love
The
this thing.
classic.
I know it sounds weird, but this thing, you can put it in any build, especially since it has like a really good dex scaling, and you'll just have a lot of fun. I never not have fun when using this.
Dude, that's fair. Every colossal.
Yeah.
Uh,
It also has that sexy ass poking art too.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I love it.
God, I love
I
pierce
wish
damage.
I
Just
wish
Single
Yoshiki
communal brain cell.
my neurons activate. I really wish Yoshiki was here, because if he was, I would be arguing day and night to put the greatsword in You Will Not Go to Heaven, just to make him
I mean,
mad.
it is a really good cheesy weapon.
Aw, man, don't you love Guts Greatsword?
It is a great weapon, but it's also cheese.
It is pretty cheesy.
I wouldn't
You
say so.
stats break everything. It has
So
the
the
highest
issue is that,
damage,
like-
it has the highest range.
Every colossal's insane because of how much poise damage they do.
Yeah.
That's true. The reason why I don't think so is how slow their moveset is. You can kind of dodge it. Unless you get
So
jump
for
scared.
PvE, you're just gonna stance break everything. For
Yeah.
PvP, you're just gonna look the enemy in the eye and say, "I have hyper armor. We're gonna fucking trade, and my weapon's the size of you."
I mean, if we're talking about hyper armor, I think greats are a lot more cheesy than colossals
I guess we
because
could
it
put
activates faster. The weapon is faster, and all that.
I guess I want to put this in honest. I don't think this is gonna be very cheesy, but if you guys disagree, I'll let Yoshiki attack you instead of me,
He can come at me. Put it in very slightly cheesy.
very slightly. I guess
Yoshiki off with a stick.
What?
What?
What? I didn't hear what Slotking
Watchdog's
said.
greatsword.
You know what's funny?
No,
This has the
okay.
S scaling and strength, and the greatsword doesn't.
That's
Shit.
so fucked up. But also, who the fuck uses this weapon?
Everyone
It's
uses.
basically a worse version of the base greatsword, isn't it?
You have like one tier higher scaling than the greatsword. Like
The
And
issue
that's
with
it.
this thing is that
To
it has like a
sacrifice base damage
5%
and range
drop,
for
one of the
that.
most frustrating fucking enemies in the game.
You
Oh,
know
shit.
what? I want to put it in honest just because how hard it is to get this.
Yeah,
That's the downside the weapon has.
dude, if you pull this thing out, you deserve it.
Yeah. Troll's sword. Completely honest.
Nah, it's a bad weapon. It's a bad colossal sword.
I always forget this thing exists.
Yeah.
What?
I always forget it exists. Like,
Oh
where do you
yeah.
get?
Um,
It's in a chest in the Sword of Altus.
Oh, what the
One
fuck?
of in one of those carriage things.
I don't even need to work for it. Okay.
No.
no one remembers. Troll's sword. Carrying
Cringe
ring.
that it took FromSoft until the DLC to put like a giant carrion phalanx as a national word for it. But like,
Not even like anything different. They just got the same
yeah,
sword.
Yeah.
it's just a sword with a little bit of int, and it has the Troll's Roar L2.
Yeah, I think it's honest.
Royal
Glad-
Greatsword,
Yeah.
my beloved.
Dude, thanks for the free backstab. Frostbite's good in PvE.
Yeah, I was gonna say very slightly, but no. You
It,
get.
it should do Frostbite on every hit.
But it's so like easy to avoid it, and again, very slow moveset.
Yeah, but like it doesn't.
Well,
The Frostbite only comes from the skill.
that's
I wish this was a regular greatsword so I could power stance it with Roddy's.
oh, that's true. Well, you can power stance health and steeple, which is also really fun.
Yeah.
If I get bitches.
um, the George R. Martin sword. Honest.
The
Quick
cross.
sidebar, this thing's fucking insane in Night Rain. Have you picked it up at all?
No,
No.
I haven't.
What does it
Yeah,
do?
+5 to all of your stats is they did not change the Ash of War, but they changed how all the stats worked, so that this thing gets incredibly strong.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's really fun, especially if you pair it like with Godric's rune.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say honest though, unless you guys have an argument for very slightly.
I mean,
I don't remember. Can you
In
force
PvP
this to work in
what?
RL1?
what?
Can you force this to work to make the Ash of War work in
Let me.
SL1?
How much strength does it require?
40, I think, or was it 50?
40?
Ooh,
I
I
think
don't
that's too
think you
high.
can.
So you get 5, 5, 10. So you can get 30, but not 40?
Yeah.
Right, garbage
I mean,
tier.
if you're two, oh no, you can make it work because if you're two-handed, you get plus 50%
Oh,
strength.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll say like
That's-
honest. I don't think anyone's gonna notice the buff to be angry.
It's true. If you look me in the eyes and say, okay, I got my big sword with Endure, but it adds +5 to my stats, I'm gonna be okay with that.
Yeah.
Ruin's great sword. Honest.
Yeah. I in PvE it's kind of similar to Blasphemous Blade, but like without the HP regen.
And slow moveset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the thing, like, I think the biggest downside is the weight, and you can't put a lot of good armor on if you have it so heavy.
Yeah, I guess. And it's really short too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Very
Radahn's
stubby.
greatsword. I think this is very slightly cheesy because it has a really good Ash of War.
I mean, it's kind of free backstab, but like if you hit it, you can just pull everyone off cliffs.
That is true, but I'm thinking about PvE. You can bring in like a group of enemies, and that
and
follow-up
PvE is
attack
broken.
is really good,
Yeah.
but only very slightly.
I don't know. If I use strength, I'm not using int.
That's fair enough. Although I do
Int is
like
just blue
that.
dex.
Does it have good in scaling? Does it go past D?
Oh, I don't know, but the Ash of War is purple and or blue, so it's not real.
I mean, I know the L2 is like exclusively int, but like I think the L2 follow-up is like mostly scales of the AR.
That makes sense.
Well, you can also buff it with things like a Jar Shard.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, God's what's it called?
My
Godslayer's great
beloved,
sword. I fucking
such a
love this
sexy
thing.
weapon. Such a
Oh my
sexy
god,
weapon.
the R1
Another
chain?
one.
Oof.
I will have to admit this is a very cheesy weapon though, but I love it
What?
because it's very cheesy. It's the Ash of War. It does
Yeah,
so
Shovel is so slow.
So fucking long though.
but it's so satisfying when you get it off.
I can press L2 and go make dinner and come back and he still haven't finished the animation.
Maybe I'll put it in like somewhat dishonest, especially
With
since
that,
you got the God Skin Flame, which does
with that much of a time investment, it should do my fucking taxes too.
the game slows down. And also the poise. I'll put it in somewhat dishonest, unless you want slightly
Boys for the
cheesy.
boys, baby.
Um, Malekith's greatsword.
There you go. It's like a
Destined Death is
slightly cheesier
easy.
version of the Godslayer Greatsword, I think.
Doesn't have the R1.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
but like the L2 is like the same thing as the Godslayer L2, but better.
it also has really
It's
good
fast.
hyper armor.
Yeah, it's faster, has like at least as much hyper armor as Queen's Black Flame does more damage,
And also Rune
reduces
of
the max
Death.
HP. Yeah,
Yeah, but the fire it does is red and not black, and that makes it less cool.
that's true. Actually, both of the fires are black, but the Black Flame has a white inner tone and the Destined Death has a red inner tone.
I see.
Do I just put in the same tier?
Sure, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't
I
think...
just work here.
do you agree or disagree? Sorry.
Oh, I said I just work here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, let me bring up
There's
all the weapons back. Yeah, we have a couple.
and another one. And another one.
And
And
another
another
one.
And
one.
another one.
Okay, this
Oh my
is
God,
my
the DLC added a
favorite
bunch of
weapon in the
colossals.
entire game.
Another
Fire
sexy
Knight.
sword. Yeah.
Yo, that thing also has the unique R1, right?
And it has the unique
Yeah.
R2 for poking.
Yeah, it has the Godslayer
Oh.
R1 and the poking R2.
I'm gonna be honest, this is the sexiest weapon in the game.
It is.
I'm not even gonna make an argument. I think this is completely honest, just because of that. No bias whatsoever.
I'd
I
put
wonder
it
if
at
sexual
least at
relations-
very slightly cheesy.
I'll accept that. Yeah, although, were you there, like on DLC release in PvP when this thing had the true combo?
Oh yeah, that was so shit.
Maybe.
I remember doing an invasion like that, and this guy had like so much armor, and I just two-tapped him anyway. It was so funny.
I was
Oh.
I
fortunate
played
enough
outside
to
like a month.
not finish the DLC before they patched the combo out.
Meteoric Ore Blade. I think it was called.
It's a
No, that's
yeah.
the katana.
No, it's a meteoric shot
Yeah, there it is.
arrowhead, I think, or
Um,
is it just greatsword?
oh, it's
Meteoric or shard, right?
maybe.
Ancient meteoric or greatsword.
That's a really long name.
Yeah.
The Ash of War. I mean, I guess it's another free backstab.
Or
No,
you just like
I
charge
think it's
full.
fast, too
Yeah,
fast.
that's
So it's a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
fast
yeah.
charge form,
That's true.
I like this one. That actually
and it
feels
does an
way
AoE
fast
at the
on a
end.
colossal.
I guess.
It also has the poking heavies.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
baby,
true.
poking heavy.
What?
Right, users getting a crumb of pierce damage.
I would say it's slightly cheesy because in PvE it does a lot of that Ash of War does a lot of stance damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also really fun to just dash around with it.
You know the Armored Core 6 pile bunker? This is basically that in Elden Ring.
I mean, the power bunker doesn't have a lot of range.
Well, unless you don't charge it, because it leaps.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm used to
Lord
just
and
charging
Light.
it.
The Radahn's great sword of Lord and Light.
Yeah,
It's fucked up. This wasn't just a stat style Ash of War on a
yeah.
dual colossal.
Ah, that's true.
That's a
Um,
very easy thing
do we just
to
both put
fix.
them in honest?
No, I
Both
don't.
bad.
I think the Lord, yeah, the Lord sword is a lot better than the light sword.
I'll put the light one in honest, and then the Lord one is slightly cheesy.
I'm okay with that.
Well, it's another like colossal sword. How angry are you gonna get?
I mean, it's a power stance colossal sword, so it's different. Less poise damage, less hyper armor.
That's true. Moonrathrill's
Less
sword.
poise damage if you power stance?
I mean, compared to two-handing.
Oh, right, because you don't get to two-hand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Moonrathrill?
I like Big Glint Blade.
Oh my god, they make the troll greatsword again.
Can't believe From Software reusing content in my game. I don't think so.
Fromslop? Fromslop is finally dead?
It's kind of neat to like force roll catching, but meh.
Yeah.
I'll put it
You
in
can time it
honest,
right with the thing.
unless you guys want slightly
How
more
much
cheesy.
do we value? How much do we value the skill?
I mean the follow up is nice, but it's easy to dodge if you see it.
It's very easy.
I'll
Look,
put it in
do we want the
honest.
standard for cheesy to be better than Troll Greatsword? Because if so, a lot of things are going to be in cheesy.
That's fine. I'll put it in honest, and if we can come back if we don't like it. Okay, thrusting
Yeah.
swords.
Rapier, Aztok.
I love stabbing.
Noble's Aztok.
I would say all the standard ones go in honest.
No, I think the Clean Road Knight Trusting Sword, the Clean Road Knight Sword is like it's probably the best weapon
Yeah,
in
Clean Rod
PvP.
is probably the best PvP weapon.
But you're really gonna count it against that to the point you're gonna go very slightly.
It's the single best weapon. How
Well, we're getting into
like
balance though.
Ooh,
Like,
chase the meta. You're
oh
cringe and
yeah,
bad. When I chase the meta, I'm cool and based.
that's true.
uh, okay. Well,
Not
hold
for
on.
me, not for him.
Let me put all of them except the clean rot in
Yeah, yeah.
honest.
Noble's S-Stock is funny because it has a lot more range than it looks like it does.
Oh, wait.
First
Yeah,
one
but
is
like
really funny because you chuck the blade.
Well,
the range is kind of slow though, isn't it? Rogers is really fun. I really like the R2.
yeah. I'll put clean rot
Oh, it's got the double stab.
in very slightly,
Yeah.
just to appease fan.
Isn't it the only one that gets the double stab?
It's the only one, unless there's a DLC
Does
weapon
it?
I'm not aware.
I mean, the only DLC Trusting Sword is the Carrion Spell Sword, and it doesn't have a heavy attack at all.
Right. Ant Spur Rapier, I would say very cheesy.
Ooh. Yeah,
Rod's really good.
I mean,
it
it's
is.
not just the rot, it's the fact you get rot with others.
I mean, I think depends when you use it, on how you use it. Because like it's rot is strong, but like rot is not that strong, and the rot buildup isn't that good unless you use rot grease.
Well, the reason why I would put it in very cheesy, it's not just rot, it's the fact you can put rot and another one, which to me is what makes it really strong. Like you can do rot frostbite.
Rot. You rot grease this thing, and you just use poison. Like the flower blooms twice or whatever.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why, unless you're set on it being like depends how you use it, I would say very cheesy. You can be very cheesy with this.
Yeah.
Well, if you use it in certain ways, it's very cheesy. But if you don't, kind of depends.
I don't know.
I
feel
think
like
I think that, like every single weapon.
to me though, like I feel like there is like very few ways to use this, and the ways you use this are kind of cheesy. That's why I want to put in very.
Right. Every weapon should go into depends on how you use it. If you can replace the Ash of War, because Storm Stop can go on everything.
Well, we're not going to count Ash of Wars unless there's a unique case. Because if we're gonna count Ash of Wars, there should be a lot more weapons up here that should be lower. Frozen Needle.
Everyone.
Everyone.
No, it's honest.
Yeah, the only thing
I think
would
it's honest.
say, the range of the charge are too, but does anyone care?
No, like who's getting hit by that?
Okay, let me find the Karian Spell Sword.
Woo! Best weapon. Yay.
Dude, if you're using this in PvP, my fucking hats off to you, dog.
I mean, it's not bad, but like, you need to know the spell combos and stuff. Like-
Yeah. Doesn't it have like
Oh,
dodge and
hold
charge
on.
controlling, though?
Ah!
We lost him.
He'll be
Fan.
back. He's just muted. Speaking of which, I don't know where I want to put this. I'm not gonna count like spells against this too much, but I think what I will count against is like the fact it's the only weapon that's catalyst hybrid. So if you want to count that, I would say very slightly cheesy.
Okay. I'm not really certain what standard we're ranking things by. I'm just kind of talking shit.
That's true. Well, we're just ranking it by how annoyed we get. If you want,
Me when I see people playing the game with weapons.
Yeah, how dare you use a weapon I don't like?
Okay, heavy thrusting swords. I think these are very underrated.
Yeah, they're great. I really like them.
I
was
fucking burningly
thinking
cold
to-
take. These things are fucking terrible.
What?
They have the same poise damage as the regular thrusting swords.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's fucked up.
I always stagger when I hit a running R2.
Maybe I'm just parroting something I heard on the internet.
Well,
Nice opinion, nerd. Where did you get it? On YouTube?
well, the thing is, like, thrusting swords in general don't have a lot of stance damage. That's kind of their whole deal.
Yeah.
So,
I
only-
miss the jumping R1 into R1 true combo.
Yeah.
Do you think all of them go into honest?
Not bloody Helix. That thing's crazy.
Oh,
No.
man. I would
The
say-
iframes on the L2.
And the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh.
I'll put it in slightly cheesy, unless you guys disagree.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What's it called? The King's Crackblade can be a bit of an L2 spam fest, like some of the other unique weapons. Other than
think
that, it's
I'm gonna copy what Slime said again. Like, this is just another free backstab if you can get it.
yeah, but
you
like
move
we're
around so
considering
fucking much.
PvE too, aren't we?
Oh yeah, but even in PvE, this isn't that good.
Yeah,
Listen,
I mean-
in the L2, you're cringe as fuck, and you will not go to heaven.
What?
Yeah, because the L2, like, you go up in the air and you go into the fucking storm cloud. No, I can't hit you. This is bullshit.
You can't hit them. They're just immune to getting staggered.
That's basically the same thing.
Then
No?
I'll put it in somewhat dishonest if that's true. If you cannot get staggered out of this, that is really
I
strong.
mean, you can get staggered at the start, but not like once you go into the air and stuff.
True.
Wait, that's really fucked up then.
And then let me get.
Not that it's like
back.
super hard to dodge, but like if you're only allowed to interact with the opponent once every 45 seconds or so.
It's not that slow.
No, I know, I'm exaggerating.
Okay, this is
I'm
gonna
not,
be
I'm not putting a buff from off of making a 45-second long skill.
okay. Hot take time. All of the all of the curved swords at least go in slightly cheesy, just because of the really annoying strategy when you're an invader and they just spam the running.
Run one.
Oh my god, it is horrible, and I have it all the time.
I mean, it's low poise damage. You can like tank the first few hits and like stagger them out of it, but like it's not really a viable strategy when you're getting ganked.
I know.
I
but
do
it's
love me
still
some
annoying.
Shamshir gameplay.
What?
I do love me some Shamshir gameplay.
Yeah, Shamshir gaming.
I really want to put all the curved swords at the very least slightly cheesy.
I mean, the Shoro, the most OP weapon in the game.
All right, hold on.
Fucking Mantis curved sword.
Hold on. Let me just put everything.
You're telling me I
down.
can't block this? How do I beat that?
That might be the only curved
20% of damage going through blocks?
sword. Oh my god, so OP. Scavenger.
It's almost
Stone.
as strong as it's almost as strong as Celebrant Sickle.
Wait, you mean they get to hit me and make runes off of me? This is bullshit.
Okay.
Just wait until you find out that it stacks with Celebrant Grease.
Tell me if those curved swords look out of place.
What?
If you look me in the eyes and do the mantis blade charge heavy at me, I'm gonna clap my hands like a fucking little baby girl opening a birthday cake.
A bloodborne curved sword. It folds.
Hell
Me
yeah.
when it folds.
Flowing sword. Completely honest. This weapon sucks.
Yeah, it's
It's really funny that the R2 gets buffed by the dancer set.
yeah. It's really cool
Oh.
to like use it Zamor greatsword on the left hand and the flowing sword on the right. You can do some pretty cool animation blends.
Oh, that sounds so
Oh,
fun.
really?
Yeah. It's not really good or anything. You might confuse some
Well,
enemies,
they-
but like it's more for fun.
Serpent God curved sword. Completely honest.
I don't
Yeah,
think any of
I mean-
these curved swords are
It's not-
bullshit, frankly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
I think I guess the only bullshitty wet curved swords are like Shamshire and like Scavenger.
Yeah, bleed is good too.
Yeah.
Magma.
Magma is only
No.
cheesy because you can glitch the Eclipse Shoto skill into it, and then every hit of the lava pulls from the L2.
Oh,
Still haven't fixed that?
Yeah,
Oh my
the,
god.
dude.
the glitch is still in the game.
Maybe slightly
Wait,
cheesy.
touching the lava is bad? Who could've-
I mean, the only thing I get annoyed is that you could get
Into a volcano IRL,
You can
and
get
like
staggered.
the magma builds death.
the death lava. I'm
Fun
big
fact:
on-
lava also kills in real life. Very realistic.
Oh, wow.
What, you haven't gone
Dude,
to a
what's-
volcano and just walked perfectly through it?
Wait, what's the stance damage on the real life volcano?
How many hits for stagger?
Yeah, no one's gonna mind if I put in slightly cheesy.
Why?
I guess the
I
lava
would say
could
it's
just...
totally honest.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna...
Isn't the lava damage pretty low?
Yeah, but you can get, like, staggered out of animations, and that's annoying. But that's it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I
you,
guess.
you see the guy coming and you set down your lava. You play around it for the 4.2 seconds that it lasts.
I'll put in honest. I don't think I'm gonna get that annoyed.
Yeah.
Nox Sword, honest.
20% damage through shields? What?
Astel's Wing. Unless you have an opinion.
DR2 is pretty annoying, but other than that, I think it's okay.
Unless you power stance it with another curved sword, I'm not gonna get that mad.
I like Nebula. It's neat.
Yeah. Pretty easy
Eclipse
to dodge
Shuttle,
too.
I would say very slightly cheesy, just because Deathblight.
You're using
Why?
Deathlight in this economy?
I mean-
You're my fucking hero.
you probably kill someone with it before triggering Deathblight.
I'm so sad they didn't add anything Deathblight related in the DLC.
They added Deathblight bosses.
Yeah.
Uh,
Remember when Godwin the Gold One was going to be the final boss of the DLC?
No, because it never happened.
You gotta kill my dreams, huh?
I will. I will kill everyone
the
who
fact they
spouts
have
this
a big,
fanfic.
like, black tree with, like, golden stuff coming out of it, and it's not related to
It-
Deathblight.
It wasn't the Deathlight, yeah.
So funny. Oh shoot, I gotta get the
Godwin fans be seething.
Uh, oh my god, hold on, I forgot this thrusting
Oh
sword.
yeah,
Completely honest,
Quillines.
yeah, really
Fuck is
underrated.
Yeah,
that?
it's pretty
Oh.
mid. I think it's mid.
It's really fun with the Mesper, Ashes of War, or Fire Knight's Ashes of War.
Aren't there like only two?
Yeah, but
Genuinely,
it's
I
still really
forgot this thing
fun.
was real.
I'll put it in honest. Like, is there anyone gonna argue?
Yeah, nah.
Exactly.
Like, I remember the Fire Knight sword, and I remember the Fire Knight Great Sword. That thing just completely does not exist.
Grave. Forgot how to pronounce that.
The Fox, hell yeah.
And then the dates.
Dude. Why'd they put
I
the
love
blade
the
on the wrong
Fox.
side?
I love Mia Ferrari.
Oh yeah, and this one. The horse.
Oh yeah, that's a curved sword. I forgot.
Oh, it's not a heavy?
No,
I mean,
there's
a
variant.
heavy version.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, honest,
Yeah, it's just kind of shit. Really low range, really low damage.
this one I would say kind of cheesy because the amount of attacks
I would say pretty like at least yellow cheese.
somewhat dishonest.
Yeah,
I kind of
that L2 is so fast and goes so far.
and it has bleed buildup
Yeah.
as well. For
Yeah.
a really
You're telling me it
fast
doesn't care
moveset.
about shields? How do I beat
What?
that? And you're telling me it doesn't care about shields? How do I beat that?
No, I think this one does care about shields.
Dancer. I think it's honest, even though it has like a very cheesy concept. Like
Yeah,
an infinite combo, but I've never seen anyone use this.
yeah. I mean, it's not an infinite combo. You
more than
can
zero
roll off
stamina.
it.
Okay, we're on to the curved great. Oh, forgot the horn sword. We keep forgetting about
Dude,
it.
me too.
I might as well put it in honest since no one cares about it.
I mean, it's another pair curve sword, and it does that summoning also. The summoning also is kind of shit, and that's it.
I swear the base,
That's all it gets.
the base curve swords are like a lot stronger than the Ashes of War. Or sorry, somber weapons.
What?
Well, dude, that's most weapons.
Yeah, most weapons are.
Sombers kind of suck in this game.
Yeah.
Some of them don't.
Yeah,
Some
not
are
all of them, but like,
pretty solid, but for the most part, they're not great.
Okay,
yeah.
curved great swords.
The dismounter.
The name sounds sick as fuck, therefore it's cool.
Okay.
I mean,
That is my opinion on this sword.
the only
I say it's
cheesy-
probably the best non-infusable curved greatsword.
I mean, it has the most range, though. I would say honest.
Yeah.
Not much
I
to say.
don't think there is. I think the closest one that goes to this being dishonest are the Zamora and the Morgoth.
Oh, we'll get to it. Omen Cleaver, also honest. Not much else.
Yeah.
The
The R2 is kind of shit.
completely honest as well.
Yeah.
No one deserves to from this.
You know what's crazy? This has a serrated design, but it doesn't have bleed buildup.
None of the flame weapons do, which is
It's
kind of
so
funny.
Funny. Beastman's.
Is this the one that has the fucking has an R2 as well? That's
What?
like you
Is it?
beat twice and you slam it down.
No. I mean, the Omen Cleaver does. The Beastman
okay,
Cleaver
okay.
doesn't.
No, I'm talking about the flame one, the flame blade.
No, the flame doesn't.
Oh, okay. I'm probably thinking of something else then. Beastman Cleaver, doesn't that reach S scaling with heavy?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, but the range is. I think it does.
I think it's like
Doesn't
1
it?
point off before it goes to S.
I feel like I saw a Lost video that was like he was fucking all over the shit.
Either way, like I would still put it in like honest.
Yeah, it's
not-
really heavy and has pretty short range.
Okay, I would say the Bloodhound's Fang goes in very cheesy, maybe even BS, just because how overpowered this is in PvE. You can shred bosses so easily, especially since
Is
you
it?
can infuse them.
Bleed is strong.
Isn't it like really slow?
But you
Not that
cannot
slow.
infuse it. It is it only ever has the Bloodhound's finesse on it.
Well, you can
Yeah.
put greases and buffs on it. Like my favorite buff is Blood Flame, and you do that, you get so much bleed.
It's true.
Everyone I know who uses it, like not no, but everyone I've seen use it only presses the L2.
And
Yeah,
also, like, there's a reason why this is the speedrunner's weapon.
it's true.
Yeah.
I would call it cheesy.
Very cheesy.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd put it with Redovia. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
There's gonna be people who come and ask, like, why is it down there? I mean,
Yeah, what do you mean? I use it all the time.
Really?
and
Yeah,
Mila
that's
used
the
it as
issue with
well,
Hog.
and she didn't struggle that much either.
What?
True.
Yeah, she probably didn't struggle much because she was using it.
Exactly. That's like the only case I would say this is a bullshit weapon, just because in PvE. Although in PvP, it's like not that great because it's
Yeah.
so easy to parry it.
It's pretty funny too because people who use it in PvP usually bring it from PvE. I don't have
Yeah.
any
And they have
PvP
no
experience,
clue,
so
and it's so satisfying.
they just press L2 again and again and again,
Well, but
and
if it
they get
worked on
confused when it
on the
won't die.
boss,
Yeah. And also it has
Alright, boys.
iframes, I'm pretty sure.
On
I
the
use
R2
that.
follow up, yeah.
Yeah.
I can be right back.
Okay.
Okay, bye. I should
Alright.
probably leave soon too because I have dinner here.
Oh crap. Well, I'll try to speed up so we can talk about the katanas.
Run into the katanas.
Well, we'll just speed this up. Onyx Lord, completely honest.
This is the Alabaster Lord.
Ah,
Oh no,
Alabaster.
yeah, this is the Onyx. The other was Alabaster.
Yeah. Zamor, honest. Despite being Frostbite, it's honest.
Yeah. No, I don't know. The L2 is very good. Has armor. Is an AOE.
But I wouldn't be annoyed if I died to this.
I mean, no, but I think like a lot of gankers would. A lot of PvE people would.
True. Although I wouldn't say, like, even compared to other ones, I wouldn't even say this is just really bad. Unless you wanted me to put it in slightly.
I guess I once climbed the ladder that was necessary to progress the level, and the people wanted to climb, but I had the Zamor cursor, so they just couldn't go up the ladder.
Oh, because of
It
the
was pretty funny.
Frostbite?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the storm.
Yeah, I'll put it in slightly cheesy.
I mean, if you
then.
want to put it in honest, that's okay.
I mean, I just don't see people enough using this to get mad. They're always using the Bloodhound.
It's mainly a hot swap weapon.
True.
Like you just switch to it, press L2, and then swap off it.
Magma Worm, honest.
Honest.
Yeah, it's really good, by the way.
I like the jumping R2.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. Okay, Morgoth. I
Yeah.
would say this is the one that goes slightly cheesy, maybe even somewhat
Yeah.
dishonest.
Yeah, really long range, really spammable L2. It's actually the longest curve racer. I think
All
King
right.
said it was the dismounter.
Oh, I think so. Let me get the DLC ones quickly. I think there's only 2.
Which are, yeah,
The horned one, honest maybe.
and whatever her name is.
Freya.
Yeah. Yeah, Freda. I don't know.
Oh, that's slightly cheesy.
Yeah.
Just put
It's a
them
good
as
sword.
honest. All right,
Yeah.
katana times. This is where things get interesting because I feel like there's
Now
a
we get
couple.
heated. Now the things get hot.
I guess the base katanas go in. Well, the Uchi katana goes in slightly
Yeah.
cheesy
The Uchi. Why is slightly cheesy?
because it's really good. Not just bleed, stance
I mean-
damage.
It's an okay weapon. Like it's not great. It does okay damage, okay, like what's the name? Okay stance damage, okay, has okay range, okay speed.
I'll put it in honest then. I won't object. The one that
Okay.
we are not putting in honest.
It's the
Nagakiba.
Nagakiba. That crouching L1.
I would say
Ooh,
somewhat
boy.
dishonest next to these weapons here.
Yeah.
It is really strong. Poison katana.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't call it cheesy by any means.
Just honest, really.
Yeah. I really like the R2. I miss the network test because the Dragon Scale Blade also had that same R2.
Oh, I see. Meteoric Ore Blade. I really like this one. I wish I used it more, but
Yeah. I wish it was good.
well, it's decent. Decent enough.
The R2 is pretty cool. It actually does more poise damage than other katanas.
I really wish Mila used this on her level 1 run, because it's so underrated.
Yeah.
Even if it isn't the best.
Yeah, even if it is kind of shit.
Moonveil, I would say this is
Moonveil.
going to heaven.
Yeah, you will not go to heaven.
This is so... just the amount of spam you can do this. I'm surprised it has such a low FP cost for what it is.
Yeah. Let me search a meme. Yeah, here. Uh,
Oh, where are you gonna put it?
I think here. Can I put it here? Yeah, I can. God, when you try to go to heaven, but you use Moonveil in your life. I wanted to put the GIF, but I couldn't find it.
That's good. Rivers of Blood. Okay, hold on. This is an interesting
Yeah,
one. If this was like,
It used to be.
if
It
this
used
was,
to be you will not go to heaven.
if we were playing on like patch 1.01, this is not going to
Yeah.
heaven. But because it's like, I mean,
You
can
got so nerfed. I think the Nagakiba with like double slash does a better job at it at what it's
It
supposed to
does.
do now.
and it has the same range as well as the skill.
And more poise damage and more actual damage.
I should put it in completely honest.
Yeah.
No, no, I'll put it in maybe slightly cheesy.
Yeah, at most.
Because
I would put it in honest, honestly.
Well, you could still do a lot of bleed, in my opinion, even though it's heavily nerfed.
I mean, it's basically a shorter range Uchigatana now.
I guess, but I'm not gonna put it in honest. I feel like it's slightly cheesy if you use it, but
Yeah.
no one's gonna get mad at this anymore.
I
Everyone,
am grr.
everyone
Me when
has so
bleed.
much trauma about it as well. Dragon Gale, completely honest.
Yeah, I really like it.
I
I
really
use
like.
it on low level invasions.
I really like all of the dragon weapons actually. Well, there's only two: the halberd and the katana.
The Dragon Cane weapons.
I just like lightning so much, and I really like frostbite a lot. And combining those two, oh yeah. And also, all of the dragon weapons dropped by the same bosses, the dragonkin soldiers, is really interesting.
All of them.
One of them drops the spell, one of them drops this, and one of them
Yeah.
drops the halberd. Blade of
I
Millennia.
wish there were more.
Or Hand of Millennia, sorry.
Yeah, I put it in slightly cheesy maybe.
The
It's
Ash of
another
Millennia.
really long katana.
The only
The
reason...
Ash of War,
You go.
the Ash of War like okay. The Ash of War like is really easy if someone uses it. If someone uses it on you, it's really easy to just like hit them out of it.
True.
But like if you get hit, you'll get blended really quick.
Oh yeah, that's why I will put it. Although it's really easy to dodge once you see it,
Yeah.
but I'll put it slightly. Also, if
I
you
think-
use that skill, it takes up a lot of FP and stamina, so you're very
Yeah.
vulnerable.
And it's like I don't know why, but like you need to press L2 like right after your first press if you wanna do the follow up. You can't delay like at all. Especially on the third input.
Right. Starlight Blade.
Yeah, it's honest, I guess. It's a magic katana.
I would
It's
say
kind of cringe because
slight-
it's magic, but
Well, true. I would say slightly, just because like it's so fast.
is it?
The Ash of War, you can just swing, 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 swing. It's really fun. I haven't used it though.
The second input has like 2 slashes, and there's like a whole second in between them.
I'll put it in honest then. I don't think anyone's gonna.
Yeah, I think it's honest.
And then the night one, I'd say honest as well.
Yeah, it's a in PvP at least. It's another hot swap weapon. You switch to it, press L2, switch off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
you saw me in the RL1 stream, right? With Mila, killing the Burnout.
Oh, yeah.
I was basically spamming the charge L2 of the Sword of Night.
Nice. All right. Twin blades. Do you have time for it?
I mean, I could.
We'll see. Let me just bring them up here. In the meantime,
Isn't there just one?
there's two.
Oh no, there's the abundance and decay thing.
It's called the Euphoria.
Yeah, Euphoria actually. There's no H.
Oh. Twin blades.
Nah. Most of these are honest, honestly.
Unless you're like have low poise and you're getting stunned by it, I'd say they're honest.
Yeah.
The only one
I mean,
I don't
if you
say
have
is
low
honest.
poise, if you have low poise, I think it's not like the fault of the weapon.
Exactly.
Like, you can't really say that a weapon is cheesy because if you're low poise, it works against you.
Did you miss me?
Oh, yes,
No.
we did.
Damn.
No. We ranked the
Damn.
katanas, Moonveil not going to heaven, and Nagakiba in
I
somewhat
agree with that.
dishonest. Huh?
I agree with that.
Oh, okay. And Rivers of Blood, we just said slightly cheesy, since it's so bad now.
Dude, I remember when it was
Along
good.
with the Hand of Malenia.
Dude, I remember Animalania.
Are
we on now? Twin Blades?
Peeler. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on Twin Blades.
I would say slightly
The-
cheesy, maybe even somewhat dishonest.
I mean, the running
believe they
R2 is really cool.
Yeah. I can't believe they put Twin Blades into the first game since the DS2 and didn't change any of their numbers.
What do you mean?
I'm saying they're pretty bad.
Well, some of them
Running
are good
R2
with
is like,
status.
okay.
Yeah, like Godskin Pillar, the running R2, it can roll catch into another running R2. It's really cool.
Well, I've seen so many people with like put bleed on this with Sukepu so much, I would get annoyed.
Kopu.
Kapu.
I'll put it slightly. The Kupu. Can't pronounce it.
Gargoyle, Twin
honest.
Blade, useless.
Black Flame
Along
also
with Black-
useless.
Yeah. Black Flame?
Black Flame. What's it called?
I think it's Black Wax.
No, it's just Gargoyle's Black Twin Blade or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. It's stupid.
Dumb, stupid, stinky.
Eleanor's Pool
Yeah.
Blade. I would say maybe somewhat dishonest.
I mean,
The cooler Rivers of Blood.
Basically.
it does a lot of poise damage and a lot of bleed. But it's
That
kind of
basically everything
slow.
you need for PvE.
Yeah,
well,
that's basic.
you go.
I forgot what I was
Mhm.
gonna say.
I forgot.
Well, what
I
I was gonna
forgot.
say is, if you power stance this with the Godskin Peeler, it is so annoying. Or just another bleed.
Why?
Yeah, because
Why
it
would
does.
you-
Against the Twin Blades.
It has a lot
Why
of
would you
bleed.
power stance Twin Blades?
You could do a lot of very cheesy status builds.
Oh, you mean like the jumping L1 builds?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was never a really big fan of them. I feel like Twin Blades are better two-handed.
I guess, although I've used power stance twin blades and they can be fun. Although that's me.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah, I
only
guess.
attack, you have to jump forward first.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Like I'm just gonna roll forward and smack you.
However, Eleonora's probably looks extremely stupid because the blades are facing different ways.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
like, if you press R1, you first hit with the actual blade, and then you hit with the spine that doesn't have an edge.
all right, I'll put it
Well,
in
no,
like next to Godskin then.
one's shaped like a regular sword, and the other one's shaped with the back of the blade is sharp, like the
Yeah.
phallus.
Okay, Black Knight's Twin Blade. Really
I
fun.
think it's I think it's around this. It has the same moveset as the Godskin Peeler.
I would say honest, unless you guys disagree.
Nah, I'm okay.
It's an infusible twin blade that looks less funky than the Godspeed Healer.
Yeah.
It's also really good for strength, I'm pretty sure.
I believe it.
What isn't?
Is it or no? Am I wrong?
I'm pretty
No,
sure
I've actually
it
never
is
used it.
better at strength. Though I think it's better at faith than either strength or dex.
Ah, that's true.
You're right. Strength faith, baby. He probably goes hard with like Sacred Blade.
The Abundance and Decay, the special leaked weapon.
Euporia.
Emporium. Honest.
Who
I
weighed
think
that
Euphoria is-
age?
A really interesting mechanic for not very much payoff.
That's true.
I mean, nowadays I think they buff the payoff quite a bit. I think it's worth it. It's worth using nowadays.
I don't know. You
I
gotta
wouldn't say it
play.
makes it cheesy or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just honest as well.
Yeah.
Although it's still really hard. You have to play very differently when using this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
not
Okay.
too spammy.
we still have a lot of weapons, so how much do you want to continue before you guys have to leave?
Tell you what, let's get through the axes and then I'll head out. Like the hand axes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one-handed axes.
Alright, no problem. Unless there's something you want to talk about right now. Although I doubt it.
Nah.
Alright. Oh, wait, what about the DLC swords, like light great sword?
Oh yeah, we skipped. We skipped.
Yeah, we've skipped
The-
it.
What did you? Oh no, we haven't skipped anything.
Do you want to talk about
We
light great
the light
swords
great
and
swords. We just kind of
Yeah,
didn't
I guess.
talk about
I guess we should do these two
Alright.
now.
I'll just put it here. Milady, I really love it personally. I think
love the Milady,
Yeah.
dude.
I love it.
I love they
It
put
feels-
one
I
on swords.
love.
It feels like a straight sword with like great sword damage.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
Not damage, but range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Latest
St.
sword.
Kalidas is
Really nicely.
It's really annoying because it's very easy to phantom hit with the L2 and it takes away all your buffs.
Big agree.
Oh, latest sword? You mean?
Yeah.
Wait, it
Yeah.
takes away your
Yeah.
buff?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it's for.
The
Oh my
projectiles.
I was gonna put it in slightly cheesy, but now that you told me, I think I want to put it in somewhat dishonest because how easy it is to spam as well.
Yeah.
Really cool though.
It is so cool.
Rolana's twin blades.
I would
honest,
say
I mean, It's kind of shit, honestly.
it's really
I was
good.
like, if you're using this, you're my fucking hero.
I thought it was
What?
good in PvE.
No.
I mean, what is good in PvE? The AR, if you want good AR, you do strength and dex. The R1 skill, if you want to focus on the R1 skill, you level int. The R2 skill, if you want the R2 skill, you level faith. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to level to make it good?
Well, unless you're on a new game plus, in which game you level up.
Yeah, the famous RL 712 build.
I'll put it in honest. I don't think anyone's even in
Yeah.
PvE. Okay, Odachi swords. I would put this in slightly cheesy.
All the backhand blades are pretty cheesy.
Oh no,
I mean,
we're on
this
the
is
Great
the-
Katana.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
We'll talk about I'll bring that up here because all of those. Are
Yeah,
really
I
good.
think the Great Katana is slightly cheesy at the most.
The bleed
Pretty
buildup,
solid.
if you put this on a bleed thing, is really strong.
Yeah,
I think the only great katana I have any issue with is the one with weed cutter on it.
yeah,
Oh,
the
really?
Rakshasa.
Yeah, Rakshasa's.
Rakshasa is borderline broken on PvP.
Oh, really? Can you just, like, not do anything?
I mean, not that broken, but like, it has hyper armor, which the Great Katanas don't have. It has high damage, the L2 is quick and does good stagger.
Yeah.
And you can also roll
And
cash
like,
easily.
if you don't know what you're doing, it's
Yeah.
hard to get out of that L2. Like, they can just keep doing it. If you don't know how to get through it, you will lose.
I'm very tempted to put it in definitely BS, but I think it's just very cheesy then. Unless, like,
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
I don't think it's as cheesy
Yeah.
as the madness weapon. That's
Yeah,
my
I feel like
It's
definitely
not
yes,
that
it's for
far from it
things that
though.
are like 100% unfair, like shit that's broken and doesn't work correctly.
Actually,
Yeah.
you could combo offhand Great Katana hits into a lot of weapon R1s, but they fixed that in a patch except for the Rakshasa, so that still works on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's really funny though.
Wow. And the last one, the dragon scale blade.
oh yeah, you don't actually need to two-handed to get hyper armor too.
I would say,
That's fucked up.
I was gonna say slightly cheesy because it's really good against dragons. I guess that's inherently
Yeah,
unfair.
but that's what it does. That's all it does.
If you roll up with
True.
a sword that says "Use me against dragons," I don't think it's particularly dishonest.
I'll put it in honest.
Buy dragon killing weapon. Look inside. Kills dragons.
Where is the little shits known as the backhand blades?
Which little shits?
Is it here? Here it is.
What are you looking for?
The backhand blades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The Cirque and the other Cirque.
I'll be honest. I know I said I don't.
Daniel and the cooler Daniel.
When I say like I don't think we should use Ashes of War unless there's a special case. This is a special case. Both of the ones, unique ones, are so
Yeah.
AIDS. I would say definitely.
And
BS.
even stuff like sword dance. Even stuff like sword dance is broken.
It's so
Yeah, backhand
annoying.
blades just feel really overtuned.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's literally zero counterplay if you use that broken Ash of War. Any shield, any dodge, you'll get hit, and you will like it.
They haven't fixed that yet.
I think it's still like irritating to fight, but it's not like
Like-
overpowered levels.
The little slashes after the dash don't stagger anymore, but like still damage, free damage you can't really avoid. And if you do avoid, you can just get roll caught by another swift slash.
It's
That's
so
fucked up.
annoying. It's like probably one of the cheesiest weapons. Like I have a 100% rage rate.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me
What?
I can't even block it?
I mean, you can block it, but like, that's it's not gonna save you because if you block it, you can counter it. They can just roll out of whatever you try to punish them with,
it's
and then
completely
L2
free.
again. Yeah,
You know what? No, I'm gonna put this and you will not go to heaven. I swear, this is so annoying.
it's just everything it does is safe and really rewarding.
And it's so light, you can have heavy armor. Oh my god. I think the circuit should go and depends on how you use it. Then, because if you're gonna,
I mean, it's basically the same thing as the reverse grip blades, but like with less range and less damage with the throwing R2.
that's why I put it.
Other
It
than
depends
that-
on how you use it. If you're gonna do a throwing build, you're really honest, and I like it for that. But if you're doing the same thing, it's gonna go down. And the circlet, I'd say
It's honest. I mean, not too honest because like it's still a reverse grip blade. It still has the move set and the damage and the.
And it also
The
has a
same
strong
stuff.
Ash of War. Although it's
I mean,
really
Dash of War isn't that strong.
it's pretty good, I would say.
It is good, not like great. in PvE is not as good as like Lion's Claw or something, and in PvP is not as good as Swift Slash
I guess,
or
but
Blind Spot.
yeah, that's why I play them
Yeah.
very slightly.
It's worse than the other two.
Yeah.
Surprising. Okay. Do you want to keep going, or should we just wrap it up and see if there's anything that feels out of place?
Yeah, I think
We
we should check, and then I go get dinner after we're done.
We put
sounds
a
fucking
lot in
awesome.
What?
Dinner sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I,
I have Chimkin.
this.
Jimkin.
Chimkin.
How long is the recording, by the
Hell
way?
yeah.
How long have we been here?
2 hours. That's not too bad.
Damn.
All right, I'm happy ending it here. I think we got halfway, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
around and halfway.
All right, so we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I'm doing
welcome.
YouTube. I should talk to the audience.
Oh yeah.
If you liked this video, press the like button down below. I don't know.
If
Fuck those guys.
if we get enough likes, maybe Mila can show up again.
Only if you beg. though.
Yeah. Put me and Mila in the thumbnail, but like pushing each other out of frame because there's only room for one.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Everyone in the comments say thank you to Fan and Slime King of Borger.
Yes, I am very important. Thank me.